What's up, everybody? I'm in hospital. I did a bad thing. I gave my bank account and Gmail away to some scammers thinking I was going to get lots of money. Lots of money! And so now I'm in hospital. It's not so bad. They feed me. I have shower every day. I brush my teeth, all that normal stuff. But I'm still trying to get better, which is difficult when you're as crazy as me. Yeah. So I just decided to make a video so I could talk to myself or something. I don't know if this is going out to anyone, but this is just how it goes, isn't it? People make videos to themselves and they talk like they're talking to someone. And deep down, they're probably going to be the only one watching the video, unless they become hella famous, which isn't as common as you think. But I ended up going to hospital because I went smoke some marijuana like most people do, like me. You smoke it and you fucking go crazy. You get too excited. You think the world really loves you. Like deep down, I don't know. I feel like I feel people's negative energy everywhere I go. Is it my own negative energy that is being projected into them so they can throw it right back in my face? I don't know. It probably is though. But I've learned a lot of things in the last couple of weeks, days, I mean honestly months, honestly my whole life. But it's just a wonderful thing, isn't it? I didn't really ever believe in hell or heaven or the Bible or anything like that. Not until I sort of had it right in my face. It's like when the world you've been living in your whole life, all of a sudden it becomes it doesn't change the way it looks. It still looks the same, but it feels different. The way you experience people is completely different. And the way you feel about yourself is completely different. It's almost like I woke up in hell. But maybe it's just a test, you know. I'd like to hope that other people are going through this thing, but when you're in this state of being, it's almost like no matter what, you can't break through. Nobody understands your own hell like you do, you know? So to suffice, the same thing would come from them. I walk around people, I talk to people, they say one thing to your face, and they say another thing. But even when they're in front of me, they send me messages, they say things under their breath. Things that I think only I would understand, or things that I don't understand, and they're getting really pissed off that I'm not understanding. But that's the thing, every time I've talked to a person, especially women, I send them a message about what's going on and they're like, I don't understand. I've gotten that message probably 10 times from 10 different women. I don't understand what you're saying at all. And it makes me wonder to myself, why? Why don't they understand? No one seems to understand. Is that because when you go to hell, it's literally you, your mind reprojected into everything around you? It's a pretty beautiful spot though, isn't it? But yeah, I mean, look at my necklace. I fashioned this thing out of garbage that I found in one of my drawers, my brother's old drawers. I bought this thing off Wish, but the chain came from him. There was more to it, but it fell to pieces. But you know, just weird, wonderful things. I'm down and I'm up and I'm up and I'm down, and it's almost just like, what do you do about it? What I used to do is I used to stay in my room 24/7. Play video games, watch YouTube videos, just like every other YouTuber. But I'm not a YouTuber yet. But this video is going to be on YouTube, I suppose. It's true though, everyone has to start from zero. They have to start from zero and they have to make it to 1 million or 10 million or 11 million or 12 million. I wonder myself, how the hell do guys like Logan Paul and all that, they have to put on such a face, they have to put on such a character. The character doesn't seem to know anything but how to entertain. But then you always find those small channels, guys like me, those really small channels. That's not going to be for me though. I'm going straight to the top. On God. But you have those small channels of those guys, they're just, or girls, and they're always spiritual, they're always talking about something wild, something insane. I relate to those channels. Because this world is so fucking, like I said, I was talking about the hell thing. It's like nothing has changed physically. Only just my head and the way I experience the world. But it's almost like I realized how much I was holding myself back. Of all the things that I wanted to do, but I wasted my time not doing it. I just thought about it. Hoped that it would happen. Maybe it's happening. Maybe it's the painful part. It's just having to do it. I kept thinking to myself, man, if anyone's seen my first video, it's insane. I fucking called myself gay. I called Jesus gay. I fucking told them that I fucking coming back to kill Jesus and that I'm the devil. It's a fucking weird thing, but that's where it went. That's where my mind went. Where do people's minds go? And if anyone's going to look at my channel videos ever, they'll know that I've thought about some real funky shit. Everywhere I go now, people are revealing to me my inner insecurities so straight up and so perfectly that it's just a joke now. It's like, do I have anything else to say? Do I have anything else to do when everyone around you knows who you are without you even looking at them? It's a beautiful thing, and it's a bad thing too. I think we all want the same thing. We want to be rich. We want to be in love. We want to be happy. And I think I did a pretty good job for 10 years living on YouTube, video games, junk food and drugs. I think I did a pretty good job. But I've been withdrawing from a lot of drugs since I've been in hospital. And, I think I'm doing good. New medication. How many people are on medications in this world is what I wonder. How many people are completely sober? How many people are sober but they're on medication? Why were we born to need medication? I mean, the reason I went so fucking batshit crazy is because I got off all my medication. I started smoking weed. But it's medical marijuana in Australia, which is fantastic. It's just gotten so deep. It's almost like I'm the script writer of my own life. Everyone around me is just doing what I told them to do. And all I seem to want to do is have a war with myself. But that's a real rap thing. I think if anybody knows hip-hop knows it ain't about love and positivity. It's about anger and war and fighting and dissing. And every rapper who does it, it's like, I make this song about this, this and that, but I'm dissing you. Who am I dissing? If you're listening to your own music, you're just dissing the person who you really are, because once that video, or once like this video is made, all of a sudden it's no longer me anymore. It's like what Johnny Depp says, he doesn't watch any of his videos because that's not him when he's on screen. That's the guy that he was putting out there at that moment, or that he was directed to be. I've learned so many things. I've learned so many things from YouTube. Conspiracy theories, the Illuminati, Satanism. I know everything about Christianity. I know everything about almost everything now because of YouTube. And it's almost useless if you can't talk about it. And people don't want to hear it. Most people don't want to know. Who would want to know that they're living in hell? And their whole life they thought it was just earth. The newest conspiracy theory these days is gang stalking, which is why I'm in hospital. I gave my bank account and Gmail address away to a bunch of scammers, hoping I'd get rich, really believing I was going to get rich. And now it's almost impossible for me to get my bank right, because it's just like everything I do now is just a constant fucking drag. It's like St. George the Dragon. It's a constant drag. You go to this place and you're like, why can't they do their jobs so well? Like, why can't they do their job efficiently? It happens that I go in, it's just like, waste his time. I'd much rather things be more efficient. But yeah, it's almost like a dream now, and I was also really good at that too. I was really good at taking control of my dreams. All I did for 10 years, without being a YouTuber, besides about 8 or so funny videos, stupid conspiracy jargon, talking about me kind of videos. I hope people have seen them. I hope anyone who has seen them likes them, likes me, likes you. I just lost my train of thought. It's a very small world. It doesn't matter where you are, it's a very small world. Everyone's doing the same thing, yet we all believe we're so special. The only thing that I've ever been able to hold back on is that I am the one looking at this camera right now when I'm filming myself, and I'd assume that everyone else is doing the same thing. We all have phones. We all have eyeballs, but I've always had this problem where it's like, how do I personally know if you can actually see out of your eyes? Because the truth is, you wouldn't even need to. You wouldn't even need to. They just need to see through your eyes. And that's a very hard thing to process. Very simple thing to process, but it's very difficult to overcome. What I want to believe is that everyone is conscious, and when I walk up to you and I shake your hand, that's a moment in time that we've both experienced. Not just me experienced, me drawing the picture myself, feeling the feelings that I wanted to feel or not want to feel, But like I said about dreams are exactly that. That's why it's very difficult to overcome. I've had dreams that I take control. I've done a lot of fucked up shit in my dreams, I'm not gonna lie. I think we all have, especially if you're a man. And I feel like I'm getting the back end of that stick right now, where everything that I've done wrong in my life is now coming back. And it's not just me, it's everyone around me. It's almost like they've been watching me, they've been reading me, they've been keeping tabs on me. It's very paranoid, but it's just something that I have to live with. I live with it no matter what. I'm wearing this necklace, it's almost a sign that I already know. The dreams are like the gateway to that whole thing. Because every time I would sleep, I would have just multiple opportunities to become lucid and wake up. I could literally wake up from a dream and then lock myself back in place and go back into the dream. And I could do whatever I want for the next half an hour, couple minutes, because sometimes the dreams will just try to get you out of there and lock it up. You can't have sex in your dreams. That's what you can't force your way into having sex in dreams. It sort of has to happen to you. And that's a problem. Because there's got to be something going on in the dream world where there is an ordinance of authority that's telling you, no, you can't do this, or you did a bad thing, or you took lucidity, you took too much power and control into your lucidity, and then you hurt someone, or you drew something dangerous. Like, I could flip cars in my dreams. I can flip cars, I can fly away, and I've had the police after me in my dreams so many times. They shoot at you. I've been shot in the head in my dream. I've been shot point blank in the face with a pistol. Watch the blood just go out of my fucking nose. I meet celebrities, especially YouTubers, in my dreams all the time. Rappers, YouTubers, all that stuff. I play video games in my dreams. And then I keep getting this message my whole life, because I believe that the dream world was like a underground laboratory, an underground creation station. And I've been getting these messages like, he thought he was going there in his dreams. He didn't realize that his actual whole life is underground in a cloning station in China or something. You know, and the world has become so small. Ever since Biden and Trump's presidency, the world has become so small. We are so aware of what the world is now. You know, even that, you know, woke. Everyone knows woke. So what's a religion that starts with a W? Woke. You have woke on one side, but then you have QAnon on the other side. They're both the same thing. They're just talking about how people are transgender. And we didn't even... QAnon is like they're transgender, but you'd never know. Woke is they're transgender and you could only tell because it looks so bad. Sometimes. But QAnon, they say Trump's a tranny. I mean, they say they're clones. They say they're transgender. They say they're clones, transgender. They have demons inside them. They have aliens in their worms in their brain, and it's a wild, 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 wild world. And I've been looking at this shit since I was a fucking teenager. David Icke, Max Egan, George Kavasilis, everything. I've seen all that bullshit. Illuminati, Satanism, cloning stations. It's like you watch that shit online, but do you even believe it's real? I fucking know it's real now. It's because it's not even my fault. They'll tell me. Everyone tells me. If I walk past a group of people talking, it just so happens they're talking about something I know about. Is that normal? I've even had dreams where it turned out I was Jesus. And then the hardest thing to deal with is that Jesus was fucking gay. And because my best friend was in the dream, and I'm like, what? Jesus is gay? He's like, don't worry. They're just transgender. That's the message I've been getting a lot, is that everyone is a man. Everyone was a man. All women were just boys transgendered at birth. Something like that. Or transgendered later in life. How can I fucking tell? I can tell. That's the problem. I can look at someone for a second and I can tell. But then I think it's just like what they say with the woke thing. They say transgender women are women. Well, I mean, they eventually will be, I suppose. And as technology gets better and better, things will get better and better. It'll get easier and easier. And then also we're moving into the VR life, and any gamer guy knows that they can play as a chick in most games. Most gamer dudes play as a chick because they just want to look at her ass when they're playing. It's just the way it's been. So some people are really fucking really fucking sensitive and angry about the whole thing, while the others are like going full steam ahead. They're all about it. I'm trying to build a center on this and try to understand how we can do this, understand this and keep this cool without a war going on, because I do believe there is a war coming. And I think everyone who knows what I'm talking about knows what they're talking about. It's almost like we've been warring with ourselves because we don't like who we are, or the world doesn't like who we are, or we don't like who the world is. I've been told recently for the last couple months that I sold my soul to the devil. And I think you could take one look at me, and I don't think that's a very hard thing to assume. I do look very sardonic. I'm a racist and I'm all sorts of horrible things. Inside my head, it's like I've got an evil fucking genius inside my head that's warring with everyone, even me. It won't even let me talk sometimes, you know, locks me down. But yeah, I was told I sold my soul to the devil because I was dreaming. 10 years straight, all I ever wanted to do was dream about the success that I was going to become. And I don't know if I believe it or not. I think I might be dying. Like, I think I might have gone too far and they're killing me off for what I did. You know, and it's scary, but at the same time it's making me invincible, you know? It's like you take so much shit, so much nasty shit, getting painted by the words of the people that, you know, things everybody hates, all the things everyone hates. And I've been painted by it, by people that wouldn't even tell me to my face, but they would tell me from far away. So I've had a hard time talking to people, hard time breaking the ice and getting to know people. I don't know if it's like, I want to have fun and just have a fun conversation, but it always brings back trauma. It's like we're always just talking about our trauma, especially in hospital. But just so many things that have come clean in the last couple of months about me or who I am or what I'm about. Things that are almost unbelievable to believe. Underground societies, cloning stations, photos, catalogues, writing. I keep getting told that I'm the one who wrote and made all these rap songs from all these rappers that I enjoy, all these famous rappers. I just take young men and I give them the script and I give them the beats are made by that I'm somehow responsible for the words that these rappers say. And I've been dealing with mental health my whole life, and it's not the first time. I've heard Nickel 9 brought up in a fucking conversation. Everyone knows Royce da 5'9", Eminem's best friend. He's called Nickel 9. Multiple times I've heard that name brought up in conversation to a doctor without me asking. They did bring it just under their breath when they say it. Oh yeah, Nickel. Like he's like these shady Nickel, Hova, Yeezy. It's like these are all demonic alter egos of master writers, of people that write music in hell, and then they bring it up to the the young men, the young boys that become rappers. Who knows? But that's what I hear all the time. I believe I'm Jay-Z. There's a video of me I made years ago, and I just looked at it recently, and I'm like, what the fuck? How did I know that? Because now it's all coming back to me. I'm getting all these downloads that I'm Hova. Like I'm Jay-Z. Not Jay-Z, I'm Hova. The one that Jay-Z calls himself. He says he's Hova. Jehovah, like God. But now all of a sudden it seems as if I'm that guy. And I even said it. And then also there's this other thing that I've been hearing before I turn this off. Is that living life is just lies. It's just lies. Like the word, because I've always been about letters and words and numbers. And it's like, life is a lie. It's just a lie that we tell ourselves and we live on. It's impossible to escape. It's not like you stop lying, all of a sudden you die. But it's just like, life is a lie. Someone tells you they went to the store the other day, it's a lie. But if you looked at it from your own perspective, you did go to the store the other day. So is it a lie? It's a very weird thing. It's like I've been judged for telling lies that are true. That's what I get, the messages I get in my life, is that my lies are true, and it's a bad thing to do. Because we want to be believers, right? We want to be believers. We don't want to go in the wrong direction and ruin everything for everyone. Because who wants to believe they're lying and their life isn't real? That's where it's all been building up to in the last couple of months. Just too many things that are happening to me that are all syncing up with the shit that I was fucking with a long time ago that I forgot about, like videos I made, and I'm very proud of myself. I look at myself and I go, wow, I'm quite surprised. Because it's almost like I'm the only one I have left now. Everyone else around me has almost been replaced with versions of the ones that I thought they were, you know? It's weird. It's like, that's a lie, but that's who I remember them to be. Or either that, I'm just getting older and I'm becoming aware. Because I have heard many conspiracy theories saying that by the time you're Jesus' age, you have the awakening and you realize that we're all an AI simulation, underground cloning center, a god machine. The planets themselves are actually powerful computers that run the system, and tarot and astrology, but even science is also important. It's like the question between an atheist or a Christian or a Muslim. I think they're all the same. We're all in the same space. It's just how we deal with the problem. And how I've dealt with it is by entertaining myself with these problems. Just so many things. keep getting told I have cancer, but every time I go to the doctors to get something checked, it's not there. And there's some niggas talking about me again. Yeah, I say nigger a lot. It's not a racist thing. I just call it because it's what it is. I listen to black hip hop every day. Every day. I call them niggers because they're negative thought forms. Negative people. Anyway, I'm going to close this one off and tell you guys that my name is Samuel William Slater Walker. I'm still trying to figure out what my rap alias is going to be, because I do love rap, but I've been doing it in my head for years. If anyone's seen my first video and that mess, you know, you at least know I can rap. But I do say some wild shit, and I have some pretty horrible flows right now. But if you heard me on the inside, you'd think, holy shit, I'm the GOAT. So I'm going to leave you guys at that. I'm going to upload this to YouTube. So yeah, please watch, like, and subscribe, guys. Thank you. Please give me lots of views so I can be a millionaire, so I can sit on my computer all day and get high and make YouTube videos, play video games like you. Peace, guys. Thank you.